All right, y'all, we got more big news, man, on the college football world. So, look, surprisingly, Syracuse has named their starting quarterback. And it's Steve Angeli. The reason I say it's surprising is because Ricky Collins, who's their quarterback, looked like he had the inside track to start. He went to ACC media days with Coach Fran Brown. But looks like Angeli has separated himself in the quarterback battle and is now their starter. I think a good move, a guy that has a little bit of experience. Obviously, last year backed up Riley Leonard, and there was a game in there. He came in, he had to play. I think Riley got a little banged up. So it's a guy that has experience and a big year coming up for Syracuse, right? Can they replicate the same success they had last year? So yeah, I think it's the right decision though, because I feel like Angeli has a little bit of a higher upside than Collins. I think it's a guy that's been in college football for a while. He's just been waiting for his opportunity and his chance. Now he has it. They have some good playmakers on the outside, some good guys obviously coming in. They got Calvin Russell as well, who was a 5-star. He's coming into the next class. So they've been recruiting at a high level at Syracuse, and they've been doing a really good job in the portal. And you got to believe in Fred Brown. You know what I'm saying? He's going to allow you to be successful. Look at last year. They had the air raid attack with Kyle McCord. You know what I'm saying? Probably one of the best offense in the country last year with what they were able to do. So I think it's only going to help. So we'll see, man. Week 1, big game for Syracuse. They're going to play Tennessee, man. So we'll get to see Steve Angeli and what he's able to do early on the bright lights, obviously against a really, really good defense in Tennessee. Remains to be seen how he plays. All right, then more starting quarterback news. Ohio State has officially named, which, we kind of thought that this was going to happen, Julian, their quarterback. Remember, y'all, he was a former 5-star quarterback, went to Alabama, transferred to the Ohio State University. As always, Ohio State's always going to have a squad. They're always going to have the pieces around him. For Sayin, bro, I think the first game, right? It's a big game. You're playing against Arch Manning. All the eyes are going to be on you. Big 12, noon kickoff, obviously, on Fox. Big 10 versus SEC. It's a hell of a game. But you get to show the college world what you're about. So I think it's going to be a critical game to watch, see how he performs. You know what I'm saying? But you got all the weaponry, right? They're going to have a solid running game again. Will they have Quishon Judkins? No. Will they have Trayvon Henderson? No. But they're going to have the stable of backs to still be able to help and complement him. And then you got one of the best players in college football. No, not the best receiver, the best player in college football, in Jeremiah Smith. You also got Cardinal Tate. You also got a pretty good tight end room as well. So Julian has everything he needs to be successful. You also have Brian Hartline as your offensive coordinator, formerly a wide receivers coach. So I think they're going to put him in position to win and obviously play well at a high level. But sometimes them bright lights can be too big. So remember, this is his first collegiate start on the big stage, big noon kickoff, obviously on Fox. We're going to find out how good Julian really is. But as expected, he is the starting quarterback for the Ohio State University. No real surprise there, but let's see what he does. Obviously, he was able to beat Octavius Sinclair and some of their other quarterbacks, but well-deserved. How good will he be week 1 against Texas?